I know I'm not the only one that can get on Instagram and find myself scrolling for like hours at a time. And with the overwhelming amount of AI slop and depressing politics and conspiracy theories, I think that the world has developed certainly not a material need, but definitely a spiritual need for a return to physical media and art. With that being said, I've put together a list of 6 comic books that have nothing to do with superheroes, but everything to do with phenomenal creativity. First up, we've got The Department of Truth. Imagine living in a world where whether or not something is true is entirely dependent on whether or not enough people believe that thing to be true. It's dark and macabre, and it explores the ethics of who gets to control the truth when everything from science to political conspiracies to the nightmare you had when you were a kid is all up for grabs. If you're just a conspiracy nut in general, I highly recommend this one. Next up is Narco. Narco stands for narcolepsy, not narcotics, and we follow a man named Marcus who's got a rare form of narcolepsy that causes him to pass out every time he gets too excited. We're on issue number 2, so we're very early on into the run, but I highly recommend you pick it up. It's fun and it's a lot of unique twists on the stereotypical serial killer genre. Next up, we've got Peril of the Brutal Dark. We're only 3 issues into this series so far, and altogether I don't have too much to say about it other than it is good. Think Indiana Jones, just grittier, darker, and a little bit more violent. So if you like indie, you might like this book, and it's definitely worth hopping on. Now we've got Hyde Street. Hyde Street is one of my favorite ongoing series and a lot of my friends as well. Falls into the horror genre, but it's a subversion of the genre in the sense that you are not following the victims of the horror, but you're following the perpetrators of the horror. So think of Hyde Street as hell's version of purgatory. It's really good, hard to describe, and I think you just gotta read it. Next up, we have what I am almost certain will be an award-winning miniseries called Is Ted Okay? This is existentialism and barely postmodern sci-fi all mashed up into one to explore the idea of what happens when the act of help goes wrong. You follow a normal man, maybe not so normal, named Ted. All right, this video is in no particular order, but this comic, without a doubt, is my favorite ongoing comic and very likely to be my favorite comic of all time, and that is Assorted Crisis Events. It's an anthology series, so you can read one issue without having needed to read the previous issue in order to understand it, and I don't even know where to start with this comic. It's gripping and it's gut-wrenching, and each story makes you feel something. The art is phenomenal and the writing is phenomenal. Overall, it's an absolute masterclass that I truly believe everybody should experience at least once. So there you have it, 6 ways for you to get out of your phone and into some physical media. If you've read any of those comics, please let me know how you feel about them, and if you haven't, you probably should.